Hello everyone, thanks for joining. We're going to do a quick video showing some common warning or error messages people find in Act Marketing Automation when they go to activate campaigns. Usually there's the most common ones have to do with errors in how they've designed their template, some of the footer links that are required, and also if they have not put a subject line on an email step. And then we're also going to get into some campaign errors that people might see if they're making more complex campaigns, usually when they start getting decision steps in their campaigns. So let's get going. I'm in Act Marketing Automation. I purposely made some campaigns with issues, and I'm going to show you how the warnings come up when I try to activate the campaign, and then I'm going to walk through how to fix those errors. All right, so up here I see common template errors. I'm going to click on that to edit it. And notice here there's 3 emails in this campaign, and I purposely made different errors in each one of them. So email 1 has no company links, email 2 has no unsubscribe link, email 3 has no customized subject line. So just for the sake of time, I'm going to jump to pretend, I'm going to activate this campaign. I think I'm ready to go. I don't realize there's errors. So to activate the campaign, I go to Actions and then Activate. And then you see these big red X's. And when people get this, they tend to panic a little bit and don't actually read what it says. It's actually pretty clear. Remember I mentioned there's 3 emails in my campaign. You notice this is email 3, email 1, email 2. So in each email has a different error. I did that on purpose. But you could technically have one email with multiple errors in it. But for the sake of time, I just did them in separate emails to show you this. So if you ever see this, don't panic. Calm down and read what it says. Your subject line is the default subject line. Please change before sending. Warning, you do not have unsubscribe merge field. Warning, you do not have a merge field for the company address. All right, so how do we fix this? This is actually pretty easy. Because I have multiple emails in this campaign, they actually give you a shortcut to tell you which email actually has this step. Now I could go back here, to cancel and go back to my tree and manually find that email. But notice here it says edit email. It's a little shortcut to jump straight to email number 3 that has this issue. Notice here it says new email series. That's the default subject line when you add a new email step. Now, I did that because I didn't even put a template in here. So to change the subject line, you would go to Actions and Properties. Actions, Properties. And then I would put nice custom subject line. Obviously, you'd put something better. I'll always press save, just get in the habit of doing that, and then return. Actions, return. And it will take you back to the activation page. You notice I have one less X there. So this one has no company link. And it says shortcut to fix that particular email. So I'm going to hit that shortcut. And if I scroll down to the bottom, there are 3 fields that you need to have on every template. It's the unsubscribe link, your company name, and your company address. In this case, the company address one is not there. I do want to point out this copyright comes up on most of all of the out-of-the-box Act templates. You do not need to have that if you don't want it. Now, to get the company name or the company address for that matter, similar, you'd open up a text box in your footer area or add a box there. And I would go to merge tags. And these are all your normal contact fields. But if I scroll all the way down, remember that your footer's at the bottom, so these fields are at the bottom of the list. So in this case, I want, notice it says your, okay? This is not the contact's company name, it's your company field, your organization, literally. And now I need the company address. Same thing, merge tags. Scroll all the way to the bottom, remember footer's at the bottom, so these fields are at the bottom. So your company address. Sure you don't put the contact's address. All right, then I can press save my template and return. And one of my errors disappeared. So now I have another error here on a different email. Warning, you do not have an unsubscribe merge field. So I'm going to, again, go to the shortcut to that particular email. If I scroll down to my footer, you're going to see there's no click here to unsubscribe. Like I mentioned, you do not need to have this. If you want to get rid of that, feel free, but you do need to have the company name and address like I went through in a few moments ago. If you need to get your unsubscribe link back, you can go to, well, first of all, put your cursor in the footer area text box. Go to the special links, hit unsubscribe, click here to unsubscribe. So put your cursor there, special links, unsubscribe, click here to unsubscribe. So now I'm going to go up here and press save on my template. And I go to actions, return. And now all of my errors have been resolved. You notice this is no longer grayed out, so I can activate this campaign. Now I don't really want this campaign to go out because it's just a demo, but you notice here I put 15 minutes for my delay time here. So actually if I want to pause this campaign, I go to actions, pause, and pause again. All right, so the next set of errors I want to go over are some errors that happen with more complex campaign designs. If you go here, you notice I have a decision step and I have a yes and no branch, and then I have different actions depending on which path they go through the decision logic. Usually it's like, did they open or click an email? Yes, they go through this path. No, they go through this. There's other logic you can have, but that's usually the most common one. Now, usually the error I'm going to show you has to do with the fact that this path doesn't have an end here. Okay, notice here this path has an end, and this one is missing that. Now, also, if you have a decision and you don't have a yes and a no branch, so it's some sort of logic with your paths. If you have a decision, it multiplies how many paths you have going, or adds a path, I should say. So let's say if I go to activate this, first of all, this comes up. This technically isn't an error. It's just a warning to you. It's saying that the first date or that first email is in the past. And you could still activate it. It'll let you. But you know, when it goes to activate the campaign, it's going to bypass that step because the date already passed. So it's just giving you a warning that you might want to go back in your campaign and fix that. Now, usually, the messages change slightly, but usually it says email does not have a branch, and that's usually what is the clue for something's wrong with your campaign error. Now, in this case, this shortcut isn't as useful. It'll give you a shortcut to the email template that's in the branch that has the issue, but I personally find it easier just to back out of here and look at my tree here. Okay, yeah, I'm missing an end, or I'm missing a yes or no branch. So actually, I'm going to do something else. I'm going to move this because I want to show you how to add a yes or no branch if those are missing as well. So notice here, I have a decision and then I have a no branch, but I don't have a yes branch. So I'd get a similar error if I went to activate this. So to add the yes branch, add yes branch. You know, and if you just have a decision step with no or yes branch, it just stops at the decision, you would see add no branch option here as well. So I'm going to add a yes branch. What comes after it? I'll say it's an email, or I'll just make it go straight to end just for the sake of time. And let's say this end step was missing, like in our original example. To add that end step, if it's just missing, you go to insert action after, and then you'd pick end. So now you see I have ends on both of my branches. I have yes and no branches for each of my decisions. I happen to have only one. Remember how I had that warning about the date being in the past? To fix that, if I need to, I would click on the arrow and pick a date in the future. So maybe this is gonna go out June 9th at a certain time. And if I go to activate, both of those went away. That warning about the date went away, and that warning about the campaign logic went away. So again, because all those errors went away, this is no longer grayed out, and I can activate the campaign. Shows active up there. Again, I don't want this to really go out because this is just a demo. So if you ever want to pause a campaign, you'd go to Actions, Pause, and Pause. So just want to remind everyone, we do have general ACT marketing automation training. We have a 2-part series in our ACT Scale Builder webinars. There will be a link to browse the schedule and the topics at the end of this video. We also do custom training one-on-one in your system as well. Contact us for pricing on that. I look forward to seeing you in our webinars. Have a great day.